A branding iron heated to 1,800 degrees pressed against the man's flesh, yet he broke into a smile, because Mark was finally getting to work alongside the knight he'd idolized his whole life. But the first task his hero assigned him, scrubbing the knight's crotch armor. Mark reluctantly got to work, but before the plane even reached their destination, the knight ordered them to jump. His reason? He was bored and felt like hunting. Without another word, he grabbed Mark and leaped from 100 meters up. The moment they hit the ground, the knight walked off without a backward glance, leaving Mark to gather their gear alone. They came across a cave where Mark found a white lab coat and a can of dog food on the ground. Their target was known to travel with a dog, so there was a good chance he'd been here. As they ventured deeper into the cave, darkness swallowed them whole. The knight ordered Mark to scout ahead with his bare body. Without armor, this was basically a suicide mission, but the knight simply said, "That's an order." Mark had no choice but to move forward, using his own flesh to probe for hidden dangers. Fortunately, nothing lay ahead, but when he turned back, a mutated bear suddenly appeared behind the knight and attacked. They fought fiercely, but with his damaged weapon, the knight was losing ground. He scrambled toward the cave entrance, screaming for help, then collapsed and played dead, hoping to survive. But the mutated bear had human-level intelligence. It flipped the knight over and prepared to tear him apart. The knight frantically ordered Mark to shoot. Mark froze for 2 seconds before slowly raising his gun and killing the bear. But instead of thanking Mark for saving his life, the knight cursed him for hesitating, then ordered him to fetch medical supplies. He even threatened to punish Mark severely once they got back. Hearing this, Mark stopped reaching for the medicine. He never imagined the knight he'd worshipped since childhood would treat him this way. So Mark sat quietly and watched the Iron Knight die. Afterward, he put on the knight's armor. It felt incredible. With the armor on, Mark casually tossed a stone and instantly demolished an entire stone wall. Not only that, but the gauntlets could shoot flames and the armor appeared capable of flight. Mark headed to the marketplace to buy some fuel, planning to use this suit to capture their target and redeem himself. But when he returned, he found some punks messing with his armor. Mark threw a stone to scare them off, but they didn't take him seriously. They rushed him and knocked him out cold with a few punches, then went back to examining the armor. Hearing the sound of the armor opening, Mark staggered to his feet, grabbed a steel pipe, and charged. He managed to take down 2 of them, but eventually a big guy pinned him against the armor and beat him mercilessly. In that critical moment, Mark shoved one hand inside the armor, grabbed the gang leader's skull, and crushed it. Seeing this, the others fled in terror. Just as Mark reclaimed his armor, headquarters contacted him. He had to pretend to be the knight, reporting that he'd located the target and that his squire had died in combat. Headquarters decided to send a replacement squire immediately. Before Mark could process this, the new squire had already arrived, pledging absolute obedience to the knight's commands. He had no idea that the person inside the armor was Mark. To keep his secret, Mark considered eliminating him. But watching him kneel and bow, Mark instantly changed his mind. Mimicking the old Iron Knight's manner, he tossed his crotch armor to the squire and ordered him to clean it. Watching him scrub it carefully, Mark felt a strange sense of satisfaction. He accepted the new squire and set out once again to complete the mission.